1981.
And when did the band actually start up? How did you find yourself becoming a part of the beginning process of the band?
Before I worked Safeway, I worked at Eaton's, and it just so happened that the old lead singer of the band, I won't mention any names, also used to work at Eaton's, and Gary Smith, also working in North Van, who's the bass player, worked down at Discus. He got things together with a few other guys, and then Joe came along the next day. Things just happened like that.
And what sort of changes did you go through up until this point? Have there been many?
Yeah, we've changed lead singers, and that happened. We only played 2 gigs with the old singer, and then we got the new singer just after that because we basically felt that we needed a new singer. And other than that, we added Glenn Nelson, who's also a native North Vancouver boy. But anyways, yeah, we added him. I'm not exactly sure how long ago, but he's here now.
Over a year ago.
How do you find...
Over a year ago, Glenn.
How do you find that being a North Vancouverite has helped your musical career? Tell me, Kevin.
How do I find being a North Vancouverite? Well, I don't know. It's pretty close to home, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you going to be doing in the near future? Your EP now has been doing quite well lately. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, it's been released.
Okay.
It's been out for about 2 weeks, maybe a little longer. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been playlisted on I think every major radio station in every major province, which is every province, right? No, it's been playlisted on every radio station that it can be playlisted on that has a let's say legitimate radio station. So I guess it's doing fairly well.
Okay, and we've got one of the songs off that record coming up next. It was recorded by CKVU. They've been doing a fabulous job lately of featuring local bands on the Vancouver show and giving local bands an opportunity to get a lot of mass attention. And we used this videotape as the part of the Caris Award nomination program we put together and aired last year so people could find out about who to vote for in the Caris nominations. And this song is called Breaking Up, off the new album. We'll be right back in just a second to talk about it some more. That was Breaking Up off the New Images in Vogue album, and a couple of them are here right now. With me is drummer Kevin Crompton with Homer the Dead Seagull. Apparently there's a big affectionate bond being developed right now between Homer and Kevin. And also Joe Visvari, who has now grown a beard and is wearing very academic-looking spectacles. I gotta say, Joe, it really becomes you.
I just had these destroyed playing hockey as well.
And don't forget, Joe is a substitute school teacher, so any kids out there that are having problems with their homework and you know, you can't figure it out and there's no teachers, give Joe a phone call, ask Joe anything. He'll more than likely have the answer for you. So what's going to be happening in the future for you guys now?
Besides Stephanie Pink's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all know about that now.
Oh, what's happening in the future? Well, plans for a tour. And that's going to be happening in January.
Now, there was one that was put off a little.
Oh, yeah, well, that was put off because of the strike and as far as weather conditions in the past and all that stuff is concerned. But the next one is for sure going to be happening. It's the Do or Die tour. That's happening in starting about actually the very beginning of January, and there's probably going to be a Vancouver date around maybe the 8th or so.
Will you be playing Vancouver at all?
Well, yeah, it should be around the 8th. If not, it wouldn't be much later than that. Maybe first 2 weeks into February or something.
And that will be what, North American tour or Vancouver?
No, just a Canadian tour.
BC tour?
A Canadian tour for now with possibly hopes into New York or maybe some of the other Akron, Ohio type places. Cleveland and all those other industrial.
Now you've been on a tour like that before and you had some problems, didn't you?
No problem.
No problems. Just the
cold.
The weather was a little ridiculous.
Right.
It makes you wonder why people live in other cities in Canada other than this one.
Right. Why should people buy your record?
Why should people buy our record?
Yeah, why should they buy it?
To help support their local talent musicians.
Kevin doesn't work at Safeway.
I don't work at Safeway anymore, but I have to make my money some otherwise, right?
Right, okay. Well, that was Kevin Crompton, drummer of Images in Vogue with Homer, and also substitute school teacher Joe Visvari. And who else is, there's another highly trained person in the band also, isn't there?
Well, Martindale's pretty well trained.
Yeah. Got him well trained, have you? And Don Gordon is used to work in West Vancouver, didn't he?
Yeah,
At
he
the,
used to work at West Van at the fisheries department as a marine biologist.
No, you got to watch it. There's maggots in there, and they come out. Yeah. Okay.
Don could have done something with that.
Coming up next will be, let me see, where are we here? Yes, Red Rockers with a song called China. Right after that, the John Butcher Axis with a song called Life Takes a Life. John Butcher being from Anchorage, Alaska, the hub of cultural activity in North America. Right after that, well, let me see, Golden Earring, a song called...
colder there, I bet.
You might wind up there on a tour one day, don't knock it.
So.
Right after that will be Golden Earring with a song called The Devil Made Me Do It, and they seem to have been doing pretty well lately, although the hype's kind of faded after the song The Twilight Zone. Anyway, here's Red Rockers with China.
Mr. Nelson. Al. Let's go follow Al. Here's Al. So, Al, what do you do? Al? Look at that shy look, folks. Let's focus in here. There we go. Girls with the food. The girls with the
You're sort of going up around Europe and then up for a bit and then to about again. So as we go around and then we go down and then out again. You go up to Sweden.
Yeah, because they can
So that's great.
They
They
got the technology down really easy, and they'll just tell you. And,
Well, those guys from Force Control, so
then
that's
they'll
really good.
ask them for a cue sheet. Like,
Well, we're doing Spain with like
Q-sheets for
really good.
Yeah, Q-sheets.
Oh, yeah, they currently have really good scene. Especially probably not. Have you sure?
Like what? Like
Yeah, we did in English.
SPX.
You don't like that, but probably not.
Well, I was stuck there. I was stuck there for 3 months. Because
And use
we've
the
done,
organ
we
saxophone.
were there to do one show.
And,
do press, do one
use
show.
the,
Maybe another one if we've got like a
the
flight.
bit of delay
It
on
took 3 weeks or something.
Good
And they
boy.
got us there. And then
just a
some
touch of delay on
Kentucky
Yeah.
video
I
festival
like
was
that.
going to be on in 3 months.
No, it
And
makes
so
it
we
brighter.
got booked in to do the
Makes it
video
cut
festival
more.
in 3 months, you know.
Yeah.
What we're supposed to do
More
in
of
the
a
meantime was Stephen went home and got his video
Sound, right?
synthesizer
So it
and
cuts
stuff.
a little
And I was
clearer.
sat on my phone.
Make it sound outrageous.
Yeah, well,
and
it's
then
right. But see,
go
like,
back
the
a
thing
bit.
is,
That's what
I,
do.
you know, like, all the
get my
traumas you
reverb
go
sound,
through
so it
about being
sounds
away from home,
huge,
they're a
right?
bit alleviated
And then
by
bring it
having something behind
Yeah,
us.
so it sounds like a fucking
And,
thunderbolt, right? And then
But
bring
if
it
you've got
down.
nothing to do and no money or anything
And
like
so
that,
I
then
know
you just
that I
feel
can go
really,
on.
really
If the wall mix
Yeah.
is really
Yeah.
loud, I can bring
Yeah.
that sound back up.
Yeah.
for
It's
the
really
shot.
hard.
Like,
Don't get
it's
go
a
wrong
long
with the same shoes.
shot, right?
No money to do anything, just sitting around.
Oh, England's so expensive, it costs in dollars and cents here, it's not in pounds there, you know?
Yeah.
So if it's $500 for something here, it's £500
You know
in
the
England,
song's
it's the
gonna
same
start
thing.
and then
Yeah.
If you want to buy a carton of eggs or something, it'll
I
cost
don't know,
you
it's
a pound
fun
something,
putting
rather than
dynamics.
something.
That's all. Basically adding it.
And it's a shithole. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what France and Belgium are doing, but Holland would be great for us, because we're such a big island.
They
Yeah, that
usually
seems to
song
be the
part
most-
of rock and roll.
The best area for us as well as
Amsterdam.
The game came with song is really
Sure
exaggerated.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm big, it's just going to be really well. It's just coming
Yeah,
on that. Maybe chuck an Andy Clark, you know,
And
200,000 copies. Oh well, if you tell me good copies. Oh no. I'd have to moan and be miserable and all that. Maybe I like being Andy Clark.
Oh, you moved your horrible dash, everything disgusting and boring.
Almost as bad as like
I don't know, it's the big like,
I don't-
like,
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 sorry,
like,
I don't
like,
understand.
like,
So that's
that's
what
what
it
it
should
should
be.
be. That was shit. The other kid that was Andy Clark, Andy Clark, Andy Clark.
Yeah, I know, yes, yes.
But what do you get from the session? Just a talk?
Down a bit.
Or do you get?
The shit.
Exactly, it's
I don't know,
like,
trying
it's
to
really
really
nothing if
She
you got
pisses
like
off
that.
and does
I mean, it's enough
and he's
for
like,
like
take
David
the
Harrow,
arrow.
like to really have to.
Yeah.
But they don't usually
Take
like,
the arrow.
you know, nobody comes on.
Kevin just stole that idea, which I
It
don't.
doesn't really look any different.
Yeah, exactly. So you probably have to crumple it up a bit more.
But you gotta
What's
spin
that?
your hands in
That's a
front of
great effect. Yeah. Surprise! No, no, no. Put that. What's that look like? That's pretty good.
Backstage, folks. That's looking for energy. Kevin is now attempting to roll what Dwayne has in his hand. Dwayne, can we see that? What is that?
One West Coast vial.
It's from
Hash
Expo.
oil.
Huh.
G'day, g'day. There's a track you've never heard before, it's called Halo. Very jolly. Jolly, 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 jolly. Yeah, it's a pop song, you know. Pop song.
I've got such a major headache coming on again.
Drink some more beer.
I know I haven't been drinking any. Ooh, good job.
Let's
Let's
see.
Let's see, so, oh, you can't even tell whether it's a woman or a man now, it's cool.
Here, Kevin. I did it.
What did you do, Frank?
I tied a noose.
You tied a noose.
It's a little teeny noose. A noose. Is he filming?
He's not, he's not.
No, I am.
You're not.
Yeah, I am.
It smells so good, Kevin.
Sleep. Put it on your shoulder.
Ooh, fuck, man.
Sure.
See if did you do that on the moratorium or not?
Andre, can you give us a detailed outline of what you're going to try and accomplish tonight?
What, tonight?
Yeah.
See, it's melting
Well, I
down.
thought I'd try and upstage Skinny Puppy as much as possible. Mainly because
Do you mind, Kevin?
you don't mind that at all, do you?
What?
You don't mind us upstaging you?
Oh, go right ahead.
Oh, thanks. We had a few things, you know, in mind.
Should be enough higher presence.
We have a 20-piece female Attila line to come on halfway through one of Kevin's wonderful numbers, and probably to dance and kick their legs at the same time, and probably for him to chisel their toes off. Who knows?
Without missing.
Yeah, you'll have to turn that in, yeah.
Well, no, we're gonna drip some blood outside.
Frank Rader,
What?
what can we expect from you tonight?
The unexpected.
The unexpected?
Definitely the unexpected. I'm tying a noose.
Take very good care of your guard.
Our guard, what do you mean? We're supposed to take care of it?
Yes, he finds an occasional beer and becomes very bored, and he would leave his post and wander off.
Yeah, but last night we got something stolen, right? So how do you account for that?
When?
Aha! Got you now, haven't we? Oh, yeah, we've got it all on video.
Wonderful.
Huh? Look at this, Sandra. Let's take a close up of this. Can you turn your head sideways for a
You
second?
want to look at my earplug?
Yes, I'd just like to.
Of course, I always wear earplugs at these shows. I work at them
These shows
regularly.
are notorious for being loud, gentlemen.
So
Well,
just
it's, my hearing is more important than
Yeah, that's
anything
true.
else.
Is it? Why, you want to hear
I would
people-
actually go for your
why hear people
brains.
insult you when you're old?
I would say your brains are more important. No, maybe you're right. Your hearing's more important than your brains. I'm willing to go along with that.
Well, I just like my hearing.
So anyway,
good.
back to this guy outside who's been like diligently watching.
As you can
but
see-
he has been diligently watching this place.
He has been totally asleep
So,
almost.
has he?
That's
so
why
what
he
he thought,
serves-
why should we look after him?
Give him the occasional beer. Just
But
to
he'll
be
just fall asleep more.
I don't think so.
Well,
I think
where's the
Well,
logic?
there we have trouble with security guards here at a Skinny Puppy. Well,
Something's quite the same.
now the camera is on the other foot. Kevin,
We?
what can we expect from you tonight?
Oh, well, nothing out of the usual, I
Everything
can
that
imagine.
you would never expect.
No, nothing out of the usual. I think you can expect some dynamic rock and roll.
Oh, rock and roll.
Rock and roll, man.
Rock and roll.
Hey.
There we have it out of Kevin
That's what I
Crompton's
asked
mouth.
her.
Rock and roll. Oh, we had Frank.
I think you can expect some real thing tonight, actually.
Kevin, what can we expect from you tonight?
Nothing!
Well, there we are.
Let's go. What we get?
So we gotta get this little guy going across this side.
No. Sorry, PP.